And this is no slight to Aaron Rodgers because he is one of the all-time greats. It always astounded me that Shannon Sharp would say that Aaron Rodgers is the greatest thrower of the football than he's ever seen, because I would always ask myself, what does he do that Elway can't do, or couldn't do, I should say.
Bro, people said that about Elway, though.
Elway was elite on the move. He had the power arm, just like
a missile
Rodgers.
launcher.
Thank you. So I say it to say, I don't think there's any throw that Rodgers made that Elway could not make.
Elway was dangerous outside the pocket too.
Yes,
like so many
absolutely.
different similarities between these.
Yeah. And so it always got me when people say, well, Aaron Rodgers is the greatest thrower of the football we've ever seen. Now, part of this we got to look at, and again, no slight, incredible quarterback. No slight. However, we got to look at this. Aaron Rodgers played in an era where they basically took away your ability to kill the quarterback. They took away your ability to kill the receivers. So all that helps. Does that mean Aaron Rodgers is not phenomenal? No. But the greatest thrower of the football we've ever seen? Dan Marino, anybody? Warren Moon, anybody? Randall Cunningham, anybody? Like, there are names that can go up on that list. So for people to have constantly definitively said that Aaron Rodgers is the greatest thrower of the football we've ever seen, always kind of pushed me towards, yeah, he's a bit overrated.
Yeah. Welcome in. Welcome back to the Format Podcast Live Sunday morning edition. Transformers here. The main man, Bruce Hope, the host of Format Podcast, co-host. I'm sorry. Let me say it right. The other half of the co-host of the Format Podcast. And Sneed from SMT Media got what you need. No matter what technology you got, what phone service you got, what internet service you got. Even if you're a Cleveland Brown fan, come check out my boy on SMT Media Network, man. How y'all doing this morning, fellas?
Man, it is so snowy over here. I got 2 feet of snow on the ground. It's 6 degrees in Cleveland. Bro, we ain't going a damn place, so we're gonna have a good show because we got nothing but time right now.
So you're a caveman now. You're in a cave,
hiding from the elements, man. We're bears over here. We gotta go in hibernation.
That's crazy because it's about to be 83 degrees here today.
I can't even relate, dog. We're
83?
like 6 months from that. I can't even relate.
What you got?
83?
Yeah, that's what my
I thought it was like 70 something.
Nah, man, high of 83 today.
Wait a minute.
Where's it going to drop down to 65?
Wow. Mine says 80.
There you go. So,
Jesus, bro, we're 6 months from an 80-degree day. I can't even relate, bro. It won't happen until June, probably.
Just know you'll get warmer weather before the Army beats the Navy.
Maybe.
you get I can't tell. Before the Army has a chance to beat the Navy.
Throwing jabs, bro. We just started.
The disease of me. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. We got a good show coming in for you guys, man. We're gonna start off with some quick hits. Shout out to the channel members. What we're going to discuss today is the Bad Bunny drama. And no, we're not talking about just regular bunnies. We're talking about the pop artist, the Hispanic pop artist, Bad Bunny. There's some drama going around with his name and what might perhaps go down during the Super Bowl. So we're going to discuss that.
We're going to get Steve on here for that one.
Steve's already here.
He's in the chat.
Steve's already here.
I feel like that's going to be a Steve moment. What do you think?
Yes.
It could be, but then Steve could turn it into a bad moment for YouTube. Great moment for the Patreon, but bad moment for YouTube.
Correct.
Love you, Steve. Love you, Steve. Make Steve great again. We're going to make Steve great again. After that, we're going to talk about Mike McCarthy and the hiring to the Pittsburgh Steelers and how that's going to affect the AFC North. After that, we're going to talk about Sir Colin Cowherd had a statement about Matthew Stafford and Aaron Rodgers if Matthew Stafford wins another Super Bowl. And then finally, we're going to cap it off with Giannis potentially on the move, which may be last night may have been his last game played as a Milwaukee Buck, as he's going to be out for the next 4 to 6 weeks, potentially with a calf strain. So first off, and most importantly, let's salute and welcome in the channel members, Bruce.
Yes. So, of course, Coach T, host of the Be Ready Sports Podcast, formerly known as Laker Nation.
Coach T.
Appreciate you, Coach T, always. It's not that serious. What's good, brother? Appreciate you. Chief Sid Bubba, always appreciate everything you've done for our great nation. Appreciate what you do for the show. And, of course, shout out to the boys from Annapolis.
Anchors away, my boys. Anchors away. Sneed will get some heat in Ohio because Army won't beat the Navy anytime soon. It will come. Pat Riley stands tall. The disease of me is why the Army couldn't beat the Navy at all. Order arms. Pure freestyle, man. Pure freestyle. Let's go.
Too much, bro. Too much.
Too much. The disease of me.
The disease of me.
It hurts.
It hurts.
It does. One play, but you had to try to be the hero. Okay, let's move on. Baltimore Bruce was good. Steve King of the chat. What's poppin', my brother? Nino was good. Sneed got what you need, of course, here with us. And Micah, New York City stand up. All right. Let's hit the spiel. We'll come right back into these quick hits, y'all. If you're watching here on YouTube, make sure you go ahead, click that subscribe, that like, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept up to date whenever we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in The Format Podcast. We should come right up. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you give us a like, leave us a 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us. Make sure you write it down, put it in your phone, make a note of it. The Format Podcast is live Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. And finally, if you're really and truly enjoying the content we're delivering you, make sure you hit that join button. There's going to be exclusive content here just for you.
Oh, boy.
Transformer, I really want you to run this.
Okay, well, I guess I'm running the show today. I've brought in every topic. All right.
Yeah, let's get it, man.
All right, so here we go with the main course, the filet mignon, the ribeye, the medium ribeye with the potatoes, and you got your asparagus, and then you got your nice old fashioned for those who drink, if not a crisp glass of ice water right there on your side, and a nice lemonade for you. Oh, it ain't nothing better than some cold lemonade, boy. Some cold, fresh, nice lemonade with that cheesecake coming in right after that. Ooh, good meal. All right.
Right.
Matthew Stafford is drawing some buzz about potentially passing one of the greatest quarterbacks that the NFL has ever seen, and that being Aaron Rodgers. We have I have a quote from Colin Cowherd, and as you guys know, Colin Cowherd is a long time great journalist, great analyst of when it comes to the game of football, basketball, and sports in general. Currently hosts the Cowherd Show on Fox 1. And because you've been the Herd, there you go. What I say? I said Cowherd, but the Herd on that.
Yeah, you think about his podcast.
Yeah. So I say this quite often. And I think I actually said it last show because I believe my brother Cam, tried to throw that, since he was a coach, that he just knows it. Like, that doesn't mean you know everything. This is a Cowherd moment.
Some awkward moments, bro.
You don't know everything. And not every take is a beautiful take.
Right.
This is another one of those takes from Sir Colin Cowherd. He says, and I quote, "If he wins, that he being Matthew Stafford, another Super Bowl, I will put him one spot ahead of Aaron Rodgers all time." So that's drawing up some conversation between the great Matthew Stafford and the great Aaron Rodgers. Who is the greatest quarterbacks of those two? So, Bruce.
Yes, sir.
You have the opportunity of watching years and years and years and years of football.
Yeah.
I will start this off with you since Sneed wants to give me the ace of spades.
So this is very interesting, right? Because these are two guys who I have truly felt throughout their careers have been overrated. Aaron Rodgers obviously has been great, right? But let's start with him. We keep hearing this. He's the greatest thrower of the football we've ever seen. And one of the people that always amazed me when they said that was Shannon Sharp. And it doesn't amaze me because I don't believe Shannon Sharp knows football. I believe he knows football as well as just about anybody, right? But the reason that always amazed me that he said that, who was his quarterback when he won 2 Super Bowls in Denver?
God damn, it's right there on the tip of my tongue. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there. I'm looking at his face.
He'd help him out. Who was Shannon Sharp's
God
quarterback
dang it.
for the bulk of his time in Denver? Yes, but you're muted.
John Elway?
Elway, there you go. Freaking
You had a hard time remembering John Elway?
Bro.
What?
I can see the hair. I saw the throwing motion. I saw the jersey.
Can you see the teeth, bro? Remember the
Saw
buck
the
teeth?
Man, bro, I could not get it, bro. I could not get it.
All right, anyways, carry on. We're good. We're good.
We're back on track.
And this is no slight to Aaron Rodgers because he is one of the all-time greats. It always astounded me that Shannon Sharp would say that Aaron Rodgers is the greatest thrower of the football than he's ever seen, because I would always ask myself, what does he do that Elway can't do, or couldn't do, I should say?
Bro, people said that about Elway, though.
Elway was elite on the move. He had the power arm, just like
a missile
Rodgers.
Launcher.
Thank you. So I say it to say, I don't think there's any throw that Rodgers made that Elway could not make.
Elway was dangerous outside the pocket, too.
Yes,
like, so many
absolutely.
different similarities between these.
Yeah. And so it always got me when people say, well, Aaron Rodgers is the greatest thrower of the football we've ever seen. Now, part of this we got to look at, and again, no slight, incredible quarterback. No slight. However, we got to look at this. Aaron Rodgers played in an era where they basically took away your ability to kill the quarterback. They took away your ability to kill the receivers. So all that helps. Does that mean Aaron Rodgers is not phenomenal? No. But the greatest thrower of the football we've ever seen, Dan Marino, anybody? Warren Moon, anybody? Randall Cunningham, anybody? Like, there are names that can go up on that list. So for people to have constantly definitively said that Aaron Rodgers is the greatest thrower of football we've ever seen always kind of pushed me towards, yeah, he's a bit overrated. He was an incredible player. He's a champion, right? He's a champion. He's got all the statistics, all that great. Oh, thank you, Woodage. Yes, Steve Young. I don't think Steve Young had quite the arm talent those other guys had, but he could make just about every throw. He was extremely mobile, etc. So he was extremely accurate, pinpoint accurate. So this whole Aaron Rodgers greatest thrower of football, cool. So Aaron Rodgers, all-time great. Then we look at Matt Stafford, and a lot of people, Cowherd included, feel like a lot of his prime was wasted on terrible teams in Detroit. But here's the thing, though. How long are we going to use that to absolve Stafford? And the reason why I say that is Stafford could have left, but he kept staying there taking the money, right? You think nobody else would have paid Stafford in free agency on the open market? He could have left. He didn't play in an era where he couldn't move on when his contracts were up, right? But he stayed there. He took the money, and he wanted to be the hero. And he had tons and tons of stats, right? A lot of those stats were because the Lions were so bad and they were so far behind. He's got to throw the ball every other play, or more than every other play. He's got to throw the ball like crazy to try and get back into the game, right? So a lot of that was, come from behind against prevent defenses type stats. Now, does he have a lot of comebacks in his career? Yes. But again, when you play with better teams, you're going to have less comebacks, right? That's just one of those things. So we got to look at it both ways. Now, this comes to the modern time where Stafford is probably about to win his first ever career MVP, 13, 14 years in now. He's already won a Super Bowl once he got with a better team, which we talked about how difficult it is to win a Super Bowl in football. And then he has a legitimate chance to possibly win a second Super Bowl, which is what is prompting Cowherd to say, okay, if he wins this one, I got to put him ahead of Rodgers, right? During the midpoint of this 2025 season, Cowherd said, I've always had this theory that if Matt Stafford gets to another Super Bowl and wins, I think Stafford will be viewed as historically better than Aaron Rodgers. If you look at Aaron against Matt Stafford since the 2021 playoffs, Matt has become a much better playoff quarterback. They both have a Super Bowl. Matt was better than Aaron in high school, college, and the first 4 years in the NFL, and he's been better the last 4 years. Now, I'll give you the high school and college, but at the end of the day, we saw what prime Aaron Rodgers was doing. And it's interesting that I always look when people like they use the stats and they say, since such and such a time. And I always wonder, well, why do they choose that specific point, right? Matt Stafford, he gets to LA, he wins the championship, right, with the Rams. They had an elite defense. They had a ton of weapons. The team was loaded, right? Hall of Famer that literally saved the Super Bowl for them. Aaron Rodgers didn't have that. And I'm not an Aaron Rodgers apologist, but he just didn't have that, right? Even when he was in his prime. And now we can also look at this and we can say, okay, with Matt Stafford, he got lucky in that first Super Bowl. If Jaquiski Tartt, who no one remembers anymore, the DB
dropped the interception,
does not drop that pick, we're not having this discussion now.
But we can't have that concession.
I
drop them all the time.
Drop picks all
That's
the
why
time.
they play defense.
It was in his hands.
That's why they play defense.
This is football, bro. Like these things, bro. We're not going to dissect.
Stafford threw the ball to him.
We're not going to dissect games as if they're in these isolated moments that no other quarterback has endured these things. I'm with you, Bruce. I'm with you.
I'm just presenting the entire picture, right? And don't get me wrong. This is what I was about to say. I've always said in every sport, championships almost always come with a little bit of luck, right?
Good fortune,
yes. Even if you're dominant, say 2001 Lakers, right? With 15-1 going through, there's always a little bit of luck somewhere, a bounce or whatever.
Yeah, no, we're just dominant.
Health.
When Kawhi won his
health.
And he got that bounce against Philly.
That was a crazy bounce.
Like, there's always a little bit of luck. When the Warriors won their first championship and every opposing point guard was injured along the way, like these things happen. Sometimes you luck out and the situations go how they go. But anyway, I say it to say this is a really tough one. But history does remember this particular Rodgers and Stafford.
Yeah.
How is history? History remembers winners, right?
Okay.
And so if Stafford, because this is the caveat that Cowherd put there, right? If Stafford gets another championship, there is a clear separator between guys who have 2 championships and guys who have 1. There's a clear separator between guys who have 1 championship and none, right? Mm-hmm. The numbers matter, right? And so I think that you can be as good a player, but the championships become a separator. Now, you can also flip it and say, okay, well, if Stafford wins another title, he's got the ultimate goal. He's got 2 Super Bowls, but Aaron Rodgers has 4 MVPs, which says on 4 different occasions he was viewed as the best player.
Player in football. That's where this conversation ends. We try to make it so much we're trying to ring culture thing. That's what we're turning this debate into. Mm-hmm. That the fact that he wins twice, he's better. Eli got more Super Bowls since Aaron Rodgers.
I think just because winning championships in football, college and pro, is so hard.
So is Eli Manning better than Aaron Rodgers?
No.
Do you put Eli ahead of Aaron Rodgers all time?
No.
Then you can't even put Matthew Stafford close to Aaron Rodgers in that conversation.
Well, Matt Stafford, he's going to have the statistics. He's going to have the individual recognition. He's going to have the 2 chips.
Transformer, what is
not even close?
Transformer, what would Stafford have to have more of for him to close that gap?
1, let's say Pro Bowls.
Okay.
2, MVPs.
Okay.
3, All Pros.
Okay, so it's the celebratory awards that you get for like season productivity, right?
So basically stating year by year, these years that I played, I was considered, if not one of the best players in my position in this sport.
So he's got a point.
Has 3 Pro Bowls, 3, period.
But who was getting
Aaron Rodgers has
who was getting them?
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So the NFL players, coaches, and everybody stated Aaron Rodgers is the better quarterback than Matthew Stafford. This conversation didn't start until he got to the Rams and he won the Super Bowl. Because and Bruce, you gave more ammunition. Absolutely. You gave more ammunition on how stacked that team was.
Mm-hmm.
You gave that ammunition. Mm-hmm. So now all of a sudden out of thin blue air, he only has 1 Pro Bowl up until the point where he won that Super Bowl. 1. Aaron Rodgers had 3 MVPs by then.
Do we have to look at also, okay, when you're on a losing team, a lot of times people find it hard to vote you to these things, right? That's one. And then two, do we have to look at who the other quarterbacks were in the NFC that were getting busy at that time? I can't remember exactly who they were.
Well,
Aaron was ahead of him.
Yeah.
And in his own division. I'm not picking a side. I'm just saying, you gotta. I'm just saying all these things are things you take into account.
Yeah, but that's more ammo for Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, but they're both. Let's see. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, if you're one, he was in the division for 12 years. 12 years. He was on a division for 12 seasons. Right? Aaron Rodgers in that same 12 seasons was voted the better player every season, with the exception of one.
Because
so how does this conversation start?
Because he was throwing like 5 picks a year, bro.
Five?
He threw like 5 picks a season for like a decade. And Stafford was the opposite. Stafford was throwing picks, forcing the ball.
Absolutely.
You have Megatron, so you're afforded this crazy weapon. I may just force the ball down the field 20 times a game, targeting Megatron.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the way you play the game. So we're watching those two guys, even in head to head. We're like, yeah, Aaron Rodgers is kind of special.
Yeah,
he's one of the most unique quarterbacks we've ever seen. The only comp we've had on Aaron Rodgers is Pat Mahomes.
That's
the only comp.
And recently, Lamar Jackson with the stat that he put up last year, not this season, but last season. With the what was it? 45-4. What was it, Bruce? 45-4 with the touchdown?
43-4.
43-4. There you go.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah.
Matthew Stafford from 2009 to 2020 has 2 seasons in which he threw less than 10 interceptions. One of those seasons, he only played half of it, so it doesn't count, right? Aaron Rodgers in them same seasons from 2009 to 2021, Aaron Rodgers had 1 season where he threw double picks. 1.
That right there, to me, I think is the biggest thing, how Aaron Rodgers was putting up crazy numbers without throwing picks. That's
no picks.
That's super impressive.
The man has 4 seasons in a 21-year career, 4 seasons, which he has double-digit picks in.
Yeah, it's big.
How is this conversation a real conversation? The Pro Bowls versus MVPs is just enough for me.
Yeah, 10.
I have more MVPs than you have Pro Bowls.
That's big.
That's huge.
I don't like how you worded that, because that just takes away the whole discussion that we're trying to have here.
Because I'm trying to figure out what was Colin Cowherd smoking that morning that he had this idea of a conversation.
Well, he's not a big Aaron Rodgers guy. And so I think that.
And his bias showed clearly.
I think so.
How many Super Bowls has Terry Bradshaw got?
He's also not a Baker guy. He's also not a this guy. He always does this where he singles a player out to be lesser than what they are, but he's always wrong about those extreme picks. It seems like the more he goes off the deep end, the more often wrong he is.
Yeah.
Colin Cowherd might be the worst measuring stick evaluator of long-term viability as a player. Like what he said about Ben Simmons is crazy.
He's emboldened by his Sam Darnold take. He's emboldened by that.
You don't remember the Ben Simmons take?
What was the Ben Simmons take?
I can't remember that.
The NBA is in good hands. LeBron can retire now.
He told LeBron to retire 7 times.
About Ben Simmons, though, Transformer, you said
crazy,
LeBron, hand the league to Ben Simmons.
That's crazy
what?
Work. That's crazy work.
Yeah.
Now we're trying to find out where Ben Simmons is at. He's still a free agent.
Is he in the league?
He's a free agent still.
Bro, you're allowed to be wrong.
Terrible.
But when you go so extreme to one side, that's just like a what?
It dampers your credibility as a
that's extreme.
Creator.
Like Skip Bayless saying that Johnny Manziel was going to be bigger than LeBron in Cleveland. Like those are the types of things that only stupid people do because they're trying to outsmart everybody in the room. They think they're the smartest person in the room, so they have to stick their neck out and say outlandish things. Colin Cowherd is a fool. There's no statistic. There's no metric. There's no eye test. If I take the second best version of a 5-year span from Aaron Rodgers, not his best 5 years, take his second best 5-year set, it might be better than Matt Stafford's time in LA.
Wow.
As a player, I'm not
That's
talking about productivity in terms of winning.
Mm-hmm.
Stafford has a Super Bowl.
Right.
He doesn't have a league MVP.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a few all-pros. And there are segments of Aaron Rodgers' career where he was still a better quarterback than Matt Stafford. Stafford's really good, bro. But I remember Stafford throwing sidearm picks. I remember Stafford with tons of strip fumbles at the end of games. The same things I had smoke for flowing hair in San Diego and LA.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Stafford was that for a long time in his career.
No, you're right.
I don't really remember much of that for A-Rod. I remember elite play every year. Like when the Packers were bad and somehow, some way, A-Rod was throwing them into games.
Throwing them in the game.
So, okay.
No running game. Right? And Devontae Adams injured. Valdez Scantling, whoever those guys were out there, just finding ways to be in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do this.
Okay.
Bro, they
You know what? I got
said-
another stat. And I just thought of this off the top of my head. Aaron Rodgers has more Hail Marys, successful Hail Marys, than Matthew Stafford has Pro Bowls. Why the fuck are we having this conversation?
Damn. I think that shut it down right there.
Why?
I think that shut it down.
Why? Why are we having this conversation?
Yeah, I think that shut it down. That's cold, man.
He has more Hail Marys than
Yikes.
Matthew Stafford has Pro Bowls. Why are we having this conversation?
Wow.
That's where guys like Colin Cowherd are trying to take the conversation about Super Bowls. And that's fine. Like, you want to measure a person's career about a Super Bowls, then we got to go back to Terry Bradshaw, Eli Manning, and we got to kiss their feet and say they're better than a lot of the quarterbacks we ever seen. That's the way he's prefacing this conversation. Because he's making it more so Super Bowls determines who's the better player.
Well, listen, I don't agree with that. However, with quarterbacks, we know how much Super Bowls mean. It's the only position where Super Bowls are almost the end all be all. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. But you also look at the totalities, like the difference between the Tom Brady's and everybody else. Tom Brady also has MVPs. He's all pro, Pro Bowls, comeback wins, championships. He got it all.
It's a lot.
So you got multiple reasons why.
What is Aaron Rodgers missing? I'm looking for the weaknesses, right? I can find weaknesses in Stafford's game throughout many parts of his career. Yeah. And he's come a long way. He's a complete quarterback now. But like there were a lot of questions about him for a long time. I don't remember questions about Aaron Rodgers outside of the fact that people questioned his ability to be ready for the season at the end of his career, like the last handful of years.
Pro training camp
commitment, that stuff, which is kind of like residual of a guy who clearly is in the high.
I had to get him out of there, Sneed. I had to get him out of there. I'm like, nah.
Right. Well, you had the replacement already, so you already knew what time it was.
Right. Yeah. Transform. I had to get him out of there. You know, he had a stud on the bench. That's the real.
I didn't know.
You knew.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
I just.
I didn't know. You knew.
Everybody knew, but you didn't know. Stop lying. Bro.
Right. We were hearing stories about it. What are you talking about?
Raise your hand if you want to hear Transformer try to lie. Raise your hand.
I got another step. I'm just looking at numbers here. Aaron Rodgers has the same amount of 40+ touchdown seasons as Matthew Stafford has Pro Bowls. Why are we having this conversation?
It was automatic every year.
40+ touchdown seasons. He has a season of 45-6,
year,
40-7, 48-5.
Transformer, every year, the conversations before the preseason started, who are the NFL favorites for MVP this year? Aaron Rodgers was always top 3.
He was always top 3.
I never heard Matt Stafford in these conversations.
Ever. Now, am I not saying that Matthew Stafford isn't a great player? Because he's a great player. Great player. He was never in that conversation. So you can't put him there now because he got his second Super Bowl. If not, we need to go back and tell Eli Manning, we're sorry. You're better than Peyton. You're better than a lot of these other quarterbacks that we've ever seen. You're better than Aaron Rodgers. Eli Manning, we are sorry. We are sorry. Terry Bradshaw, you are one of the greatest quarterbacks we've ever seen. We are sorry. If that's the motive, if that's the status that you get from Colin Cowherd is that you just need to win Super Bowls. That's it.
Colin Cowherd's exact quote was centered around best thrower of the football.
No.
Best
Position of all time.
Just the position.
Position of quarterbacks of all time. He was going to put Matthew Stafford ahead of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
just off the second Super Bowl.
The job
I can't do that. I can't. I mean, I'm not even entertaining it. It just can't be done. Aaron Rodgers, have not, want not. He was able to produce at elite levels for so long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to figure out when, like, how can you formulate a conversation with this information? More Hail Marys than you got Pro Bowls. I got more MVPs than you got Pro Bowls. I got the same amount of 40+ touchdown seasons that you have Pro Bowls. Why are you in the conversation?
Bro,
you ain't even in my room.
Aaron Rodgers is unlikable.
Oh, very unlikable.
Matt Stafford is likable, but we're not going to sit here and lie.
No. Matthew Stafford is a great quarterback.
Very good. Yes.
Great quarterback. Aaron was literally different. He was literally different in every sense of facet of the word. You like, man goes games in a row. Man's not throwing picks, but somehow got 4 or 5 touchdowns. Like, what are we doing?
Transformer. I remember watching games with Aaron Rodgers, and there were like 11 throws where I'm like, what the hell did I just see? Like 11 a game. I see that from Stafford a couple times a game.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, it was like regular. It was some of the most amazing things ever, bro.
And you're like, how? And then the way, the angle and how he's throwing the ball, you're like, man, how the hell did Aaron get that ball there? Off the back foot, throwing back foot, leaning sideways, and I'm throwing a dart 40 yards to Devontae Adams in the top corner to where only Tay can touch that ball. How? We didn't have these conversations, and he had Megatron.
If you had the ball, if the Green Bay Packers had the ball and there was 60 seconds,
you had a problem.
There was going to be a problem.
Axe Dallas.
Yeah. I don't know. Whenever I saw the Packers in a late game drive, I just assumed that Green Bay was going to win. Aaron Rodgers has the ball back.
You have a problem.
Yeah.
The same fear that people were giving Patrick Mahomes the last 7 years. You're like, if Pat gets the ball, man, they can likely win this football game. That was Aaron Rodgers' fear. You're like, damn, if he gets the ball last, we got a problem.
We used to say the same things about Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, like these special players where if they have this moment, it's about to, like, we just believe it's going to happen. That's how it was for Rodgers for like 15 years. 15 years, and you're the best player at your position, basically, for 15 years.
Yes.
Even when Ben Roethlisberger was winning Super Bowls, we still said Aaron Rodgers was clearly the best quarterback in the league.
Tom Brady, during and after his retirement, said, that man Aaron Rodgers, if he had my structure of teams, he's winning the same amount of Super Bowl. Like that kid, like he's the greatest quarterback I've ever seen. And that's coming from everybody's GOAT.
It also takes a special type of player to play under that structure and the way that team was and the way that team was coached. And it makes you wonder, as
just give him the defense,
as Aaron Rodgers was, right? I don't know if he dealt with that.
Yeah.
So you can't just take half of that. Come on now, that's not.
Yeah. No. I completely agree. Bill Belichick and Aaron Rodgers wouldn't even last.
Right.
Now, if
that would be
if he drafted Aaron Rodgers, if he drafted Aaron, different story.
Would have been different, maybe.
Would have been different. Yeah. But if he would obtain Aaron, hell no, it wouldn't have worked.
Well, think about Bruce. Think about what Aaron Rodgers had in front of him as he was learning the game.
That's what I was just. Would he have been the same if he didn't have to sit for those 3 or 4 years behind Brett Favre, get his mechanics and his throwing motion rebuilt, do the study and all of that? Would he have been the same? And I'm not saying he wouldn't have, but you got to ask the question.
Yeah. But in his time in Green Bay, though it was one Super Bowl, this conversation, this Stafford where am I at? That one over there. That conversation that's next to Bruce. This isn't a conversation. It's not even close. If it's not even close. If that's the case, like I said, Eli Manning is a better quarterback than Aaron Rodgers. Terry Bradshaw is heads and shoulders way better than Aaron Rodgers, and he belongs to be over him all the time. But there's no way you telling me the guy who still currently has the best passer rating in NFL history. Still.
Because
the best passer rating in NFL history.
Because for 15, 16 seasons, he had the best passer rating in the league. Every year you got the best version of the quarterback position from this guy. We're not doing this.
122.5, 108.0, 112.2, 121.5, 111.9.
People are trying to get to 100 in a game. This guy was doing it for years.
Matthew Stafford has only eclipsed over 100 3 times, and his highest was this current season of 109.2. What are we talking about? Aaron Rodgers has like 4 seasons where he passed that. His best year, he can't even touch Aaron Rodgers' 5th best year. His best season for Matthew Stafford was this year. It comes nowhere near close to Aaron Rodgers' seasons. Nowhere close.
I've never heard something like this, Damian. I'm sorry, man.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
He's basically saying Aaron Rodgers' entire career was fabricated by the refs. Without refs, Aaron Rodgers was mid.
Damian, get out of that bed, sir. You still asleep.
That's
crazy. In the bed, yeah, you still asleep. I don't know what the hell you've been watching.
Bro.
Aaron Rodgers and refs have never been in the same conversation.
Yeah, I've never heard that before. Never heard that.
If you talking about okay.
Yo, that's it. Yo, Damian, you from Chicago, bro? You from where you from, Doug?
Probably.
He's a Steelers fan, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy. Oh, we did beat him in the last Super Bowl, so that's probably a little animosity still there. I don't know. Maybe. But the only time you heard Aaron Rodgers on the whistle is because he's catching the defense offsides or that cadence. That's the only time.
Free play king.
Free play king. That ain't his fault that the defense jumps. Like, oh, yep, free play.
No.
Gone. And guess what? Jordy Nelson catching them.
Mm-hmm.
Devontae Adams catching them. Randall Cobb catching them. Somebody's open. Extend the play. Come on, man. What are we talking about, bro? We're not talking about a lot, man. You can open up the phone lines. The man still has the best interception percentage in NFL history, bro. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Bro?
Nah, nobody's got any issue with Chicago, man. Because the other guy was saying stuff about Aaron Rodgers that sounded crazy. So the question was, what are you, from Chicago? Packers and Bears thing. All right, let's do this. First of all, if you haven't already and you're new here, because I don't think I've seen Jay Grizz before, there might be a couple of others. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. We really appreciate that. Helps all of the stuff. And make sure you hit like and subscribe to SMT Media Network as well. Got some really good content over there. All right. The number is 904-219-8214, 904-219-8264. Pardon me. Go ahead. Give us a call. We would love to get you guys' thoughts on this.
My bad, Nino.
We're going to go ahead and rate Aaron Rodgers. I rate Aaron Rodgers as a 98. Right, so let's do it like a NFL
Madden?
game, right? Yeah, so let's give him a 98. Matt Stafford's like a 95.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Just not him.
Hey,
well, there's only like one him at a time, bro. You know, there's only 1 or 2 hymns.
Yeah.
You know, so like the edge rushers, there's a couple of hymns.
Matter of fact,
DBs, there's a couple of hymns.
Aaron got a 99 one year.
I always do that because I think when you take a side and choose who you think is better, it automatically people think you're trying to disrespect the other guy.
There we go. Okay.
It's all good, Dame. It's all good, bro.
That makes a lot of sense. Aaron Rodgers was cutting their ass for years.
I think your tears sustained Aaron Rodgers for 15 years.
He got trauma when you hear Aaron Rodgers. Who? Where? That's a Bear fan, dude. Where?
Hey, but the tables have turned. The Bears are here.
They're here.
That's right.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers had a Madden rating of 99 and 16 and 19. The 99 club. Matthew Stafford can't say that.
95.
Matthew Stafford.
94.
Let me see. Highest rating for.
It's probably this year. This is probably the game where he's had the highest rating. Yeah.
For Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford highest rating was a 98 this year.
Oh, this year. Okay.
He got 98. He initially started at 88. They just boosted him all the way up to 98
because he's been cooking all year.
That's his career high.
I wonder, really, Caleb is okay. All right. Well, this is what I'll say. This is not the topic.
Say, Daddy, they get one win, and all of a sudden,
right. But no, I got you.
Is it daddy or mommy? It's one or the other. Which one?
He's
is
definitely a mommy. He's definitely.
No, what I'll say, Damien, we have to look and see now after all those miracle late game comebacks this year. We'll see what they do next year when they don't get all those, because it never happens 2 years in a row. They got to come back to earth. So let's see if the coach can coach them up, Ben Johnson, so that they start off games better, so they're not in these holes. And let's see what it is. Let's see what it is.
They'll be a different team.
No question.
They'll be different.
Yeah,
Great year, and I'm a Packers fan, as you already can see there, Damien.
Mm-hmm.
Great season. Now let's see if you can be consistent. That's been y'all's problem.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all aren't consistent as a franchise.
That's true.
Yeah.
Nino, what's good, man?
Nino, what up?
Man, I was trying to see if somebody else was going to call before I get out of the earth time today, man.
Hey, man. Hey, call if you want to call, man. You know how you do.
Cheese balls.
So I'm going with
3-2.
what Transformer said, even though I kind of don't all the way agree with him. Okay. I agree with him on the fact that you don't just, winning is like it's very important part of my rankings, but I feel like it's last.
Okay.
Unless you play golf or tennis.
Right.
So I agree with Transform on that. It's too much. It's too many variables. I also agree on we got to judge them on and rank them on what they've done.
Mm-hmm.
So what I believe Matt Stafford could have done, it definitely won't matter in 5 or 10 years, The only thing gonna matter is what Transformers saying. He did this, he got this many MVPs. So if you ask me to rank them, I'm like all-time quarterback going off Transformers. Mm-hmm. So I agree with them. But if you ask me personally, I agree. I think that is closer than the stats will tell, if that makes sense. Because of the talent in the situation. I always try to go in the situation. The Packers, I think Sneed said something about the Packers being bad or something. I don't really remember that too, but I know they probably had
defense. The defense was horrible.
Okay, the defense. But the Packers, still the Packers. So, Packers team was still better organization than Detroit. I think they had 1 or 2 good years. But for a minute there, Detroit was terrible. And like Bruce said, in today's, they not giving you no award if you're on a bad team. They just not going to do it.
So where are the awards now that he's been on a good one? He's been on it 5 years.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Now he's up for MVP and he's on the back end, in my opinion. He's on the back end. So if what I'm saying is he was drafted, which I don't like doing this, because I really don't like the rank. I don't like doing it. But my thinking is if he was drafted with his talent in the same situation as Aaron Rodgers, he could have potentially had that, but he didn't. If he was sat behind Brett Favre and be able to learn a little bit instead of the game, I feel like, basically what I'm talking about, I feel like in a better situation, he could have done more winning, done more stats. Now, where you kill me at is definitely the interception. I got because he throws some of that Brett Favre type of interceptions.
Right.
So that's what I get at for. I believe it could have been closer, but I really don't got a leg to stand on because it's all speculation.
Hey, Nino, I got a question for you.
Talk to me.
Did you see when we did right before Christmas, I think Christmas Eve, Transformer and I did the Wilt Chamberlain show. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Got you. And so remember how we were going through all the crazy stats, right? But the one I think Transformer's with me on this, that stood out for us the most was that he had about 150 or 140 career 30-point, 30 rebound games.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Right. Transformer said he the GOAT. I agree with you.
Yeah. So I say that to say that sometimes when you have these discussions, there is one stat that is so absurd over all the others, it shuts down the argument, right? And so I think that I went into this discussion with the Matt Stafford, Aaron Rodgers thing, and I was like, okay, this is a fair discussion. This is worth, blah, blah, blah. And then Transformer hit me with the Aaron Rodgers has more completed Hail Mary passes for touchdowns than Matt Stafford has Pro Bowls. I said, I'm done. I can't argue.
Right. He came in with it, so I'm letting him know. Hey,
Right.
You got it.
Right.
You made it. We can't dispute.
He was only a quarterback for 18 years. I mean, I got to witness this man.
Right. And so, I say that to say sometimes, Nino, you hear that one stat that's like, okay, I don't know where else I can go from here. So that was where.
I guess giving a different perspective on the talent. I think I think situations and where people get jumped
20K.
Jay Grizz. In 5 years, like when Transformer breaks it down, if he can be the spokesman, because I really, hey, you got it. Transformer got it, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, that's all I got, man. And Wilt might be the GOAT. I forgot all about that. Man, that boy.
Don't look at the stats. Don't look at the stats too long. You may never talk about another player ever.
Oh, bro.
When you got Bruce in a sense of turmoil, when he had to take Hakeem Yadreen, he was like, at this point, man, Hakeem got to drop.
Got to drop one. Yeah.
By the end of the show, Bruce's whole time of having Hakeem in his top 5, he took him out. Like,
you know what did it for
man,
me, Transformer? The only person to ever tell Jordan to chill was Wilt Chamberlain. Right. Nobody ever told Jordan to chill.
Like, bro, chill. Like, I invented Himothy.
I do my top 5, and I do the same. I say, as a guy that respect history, when I do my top 5, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I end up saying, hey, Wilt got to be in here. When I looked at it, I said, you got to put Wilt Chamberlain in there.
Yeah, man. Yeah. When we did that.
That's all I'm waiting on this last topic. This is going to be a good one.
No doubt, Nino. No doubt, man. I appreciate the call, brother. Thank you so much.
All
right, man.
Yeah. So, Jay Grizz, I wanted to correct you. 150, 140 women he slept with, that was per week. It was actually 20K. That was a per week. That was his weekly average.
So you're telling me if he wasn't playing hoops, it was that?
Yeah.
Dog and broads, yes.
Getting it in.
The man is on record for sleeping with over 20,000 women.
It's a lot. I think Ric Flair said he had 10,000.
Ric Flair is him,
bro. That still ain't Wilt.
No, it's not Wilt.
Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, woo, wheeling, dealing, limousine flying, jet flying. Like what, man? Son of a gun.
Bro, you gotta think
the down.
Amphetamines are involved, bro, on some level, bro.
Yes. My shoes cost more than your house. Rick was that dude. Rick is that dude. He is that.
Then I can kiss anybody's girl in this audience, including that fat one. I'm like, damn, Rick.
Not sparing nobody, bro.
Not sparing nobody, including that fat one. He was like, I can take that one too.
That's a statement, bro, because he's basically saying it's all mine.
All mine, bro. That man was him, bro.
Oh my gosh. Wow. There you go, Jay Grizz. Yeah.
Not one Cosby or Diddy case.
Bro, that avatar is crazy, Jay Grizz.
Yo,
that avatar is crazy.
I didn't even see it now until now.
That is crazy, Transformer.
They've been in hiding for so long that they had the time to.
No. Notice that toilet.
Bro, they brought out the cheese graters. They brought out the toilets. They're doing it all right now.
Fantastic.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful for the rivalry, but they had so much time. To just drum up ideas like, yo, we finally get to beat these guys.
No, that's
show out.
You know what though? That
they
really
showing out, man.
It's great for the sport, great for the league to have a little bit of,
rivalry.
The Packers still, but to be able to, okay, let's turn this into a real rivalry again where, Lakers and Celtics, right? So like that. Yeah, I love it.
They need to NFL needs those storylines, man.
Yes.
They need those storylines. Because obviously they ended the season with the Steelers Ravens. Ended it with that.
Right.
This postseason, they've had 3 trilogies out of their divisions, right?
Yes.
We got another one today. We got the final one today.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Man. Sneak, did we get picks from you on that, Sneak? On the conference title games?
I don't think he was here.
I took
he was here.
I took the
He
Seahawks.
was here.
I took the
You were
Seahawks
here.
and the Patriots. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was 5 of us. Yeah. Steve
I
was
took
here.
the Rams and the Patriots. That's right.
That was a hell of a show, man.
We had that lengthy discussion about the fact that you're not just going to be rolling out the helmets in the Patriots game, right?
Yeah, right.
And then he picked the Patriots.
Right. Well, that wasn't him. That was your man. That was
Cam. Yeah, that was Cam.
I always operate. I always operate in probabilities. I'll always go with the thing that is most likely to occur. You know, and if I do that over long periods of time, I'm going to be right more of the time than wrong. So
see, this is what happens when you have a science teacher on the sports show. You see,
bro.
I feel you though. All right, guys, are we ready?
Yeah, I'm going ahead and we had to put a pin in that one.
Yeah, let's do it. Because we can go for a while with that. Man, if Packer Bears fans think this a rivalry is a bad check out the Eagles Cowboys. Yeah. Damn, Eagles fans walk around pissing on cars. Fans at the game.
But but to be fair, they are savages.
Yo, throwing freaking snowballs with batteries inside,
bro. They went and egged their own offensive coordinator's house during the season.
They do not play.
The Eagles fans, when they're in a good mood, they burn the city down.
Bro, they won the Super Bowl and was tearing down light poles.
Yeah, so what happens when bad things go down? I mean, there's hell to pay, bro.
Hey, bro. Like, man, that's not a that's different. That's not a rivalry no more.
Well, you saw what happened week 1.
That's not
the game didn't even start yet. You got spitting going on. It was crazy.
It was crazy, bro. Philly is just
guys getting booted out of the game before the coin toss, bro. What?
And they counted that as a suspension. Like, hey, we'll just count that.
He didn't play.
He didn't play.
Am I wrong on this to assume that you probably have similar levels of vitriol in the game?
What do you mean?
The game, Ohio State, Michigan. Yeah. I would assume that there are similar levels of vitriol.
Might be worse. Might actually possibly be worse. Might be, or at least on the same level, or worse.
Auburn and Alabama is really, really bad too.
It's like that,
yeah. Them people hate each other. Which
Nick's Bulls back in the day,
they kind of softened up a little bit.
Nick's Bulls back in the day was like that.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Pistons Bulls was like that back in the day.
Oh my God.
Celtics, Lakers.
It was on site. On site.
Yeah.
Like no expense spared on asses.
No, you did not want those problems.
The problem, Bruce, is you can't filter those things. So you have to take the really bad with the fact that it's a good rivalry. The energy, the emotions that drive the rivalry also cause people to do some outlandish things.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. It stems from the front offices, the players. You heard Magic talking about how much they hated each other. The Lakers, Celtics, despite the respect he had for Larry Bird, they hated each other.
Yeah,
it's one of those things.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I know I keep bringing it up, but when Magic sat down with Paul Pierce, he said, back then we hated each other. He said, I hated you till you took that uniform off. I'm like, damn. I hated you. Like, that's real.
Magic and Larry ascended that freaking rivalry to a height that just can't be competed with.
That's incredible.
Because they both won, Transformer.
Yeah, bro.
They're both winning and beating the other one, you know?
That rivalry is just transcended, man.
Yeah, that'll never be.
And it was so bad. It was so bad that it was good. Because now, like us as, obviously I'm a Laker fan and Bruce is a Celtic fan. We talk good things about it. It's like, I mean, I respect Larry. He respects me. That makes us respect each other's freaking foe.
Yeah.
Respect the foe. Like, hey, Larry, by all means, we want to talk Celtics. If it's about Larry, I'm with it. Anybody else, kick rocks. For Bruce, it's Magic. He's like, hey, man, we can talk Magic all day. Everybody else, man, they got to kick rocks, bro. We got to move on.
Yeah, Magic.
So, well, except now Wilt a little bit, but,
Well, I don't have to think about Wilt as a Lakers, so it's okay. But Magic, my humble opinion, the greatest Laker. My humble opinion.
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect to the Mamba. God bless the dead. Magic is.
Oh man, hey, both 1-5, both are legends. You know, we carry them both.
Yeah, for sure.
You got two shoulders, right? So you got one over here, one over there. Bow, bow.
Hey, okay. You have Magic and Kobe, and I'll take Mr. Russell and Larry Legend, and it's okay.
You didn't see Russell though.
I didn't see him, but I know.
But there's a lot of banners up there, bro.
Right, thanks to Mr. Russell.
He sees those every game, you know what I mean?
No, I feel that. Oh, we got a call from, of course.
Australia?
No. You know who it is. Go ahead.
Yeah. You know how it is when you talk Laker talk. You know you're going to get a phone call from me.
I wasn't being disrespectful, though.
Did nobody say you had to be disrespectful? You talk Lakers, you know Laker Nation is going to ring your phone line.
No doubt, brother. No doubt. Nah, man. I had to give some respect to the greatest Laker, man. But go ahead, bro.
Nah, I wanted to show y'all some love before I head out to my game.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Today. Oh, yeah, of course. You know, I always got to tune in.
Appreciate it.
All our games got canceled, Coach. We're all snowed in, Doug.
Hey, move to Florida.
2 feet of snow is crazy work.
I'm trying to get out of Florida.
Yeah, I can't be shoveling snow, bro.
Y'all see how? I don't bother me.
If y'all see my stature,
spinal.
Be out there with a 20-foot shovel trying to shovel 50.
I broke my back.
Pounds of snow. Not gonna be able to do it.
I'd rather do that than to rake leaves, though. I'd rather shovel snow than rake leaves.
Hell, bro.
Because you shovel the snow, just throw it on the side, and when it melts, it just runs into the gutter. Yeah.
I'll stay my butt in the house.
I got a bag leaves.
Well, see, here's the difference. I got a son, so by the time I live somewhere where it snows again, he'll be old enough to shovel it.
Old enough to operate a snowblower.
Or something. Right.
I'm about to teach you. I'll teach you a life lesson right here, son. Pick up that shovel and go to work.
Right. Like your pops used to do.
First thing I want to do is I want to give you mad respect on your show yesterday, man. I rewatched it last night. Great show, made great points. I gotta give you respect for your passion of Notre Dame.
No doubt, I appreciate it.
I respect your passion, and I like that you know that my Trojans, we ain't played not one FCS school in our school history.
Facts.
I like that you pointed that out.
I have a tremendous amount of respect for that, believe it or not. I do.
Because I was screaming that at the monitor when you was bringing that up. I said, well, "What about NC? We don't play them up."
I got you.
As soon as I screamed it at the monitor, you said it. I was like, oh, "Okay, yeah. There you go."
No doubt. Nah, you got to respect, dude, man. Respect. I respect that a lot.
But what I got to say about this Matt Stafford and Aaron Rodgers, I just wish people you can just take their microphones away and stuff like that, because there's no comparison. There's no comparison to two. Aaron Rodgers is head over heels way better, in my opinion. No slight to Matthew Stafford. He's a great quarterback. However, how I measure quarterbacks is how you turn your slot. If you can turn your slot receivers to a Pro Bowl receiver, or make them look like a Pro Bowler, or put them in that conversation, you are a great quarterback. And he did that for Randall Cobb.
Yep.
Like you didn't know who the hell Randall Cobb was until he played with Aaron Rodgers.
You didn't know who Jordan Nelson was.
Exactly. Got them 2 bags. They got hella bags playing with Aaron Rodgers.
Devontae Adams didn't turn into Devontae Adams until like his 3rd to 4th season with Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Now he's a bad man.
That's one of the peak combos I've ever seen in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams for sure. Yeah, Pete. That was one of the peak combos I've ever seen. Jerry Rice, Joe Montana. Like those combos are just amazing.
And who was that other? They had another outside receiver. transformer.
Donald Driver.
Like Donald Driver was one, but there was.
Bro, he made guys good players. What about your Michael Finley, the tight end? He was great with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, unfortunate for his neck injury.
James
Jones
and the UCLA guy.
Greg Jennings.
Mercedes Lewis too.
Yeah, they had him for a minute. Yeah.
Randall Cobb was a phenomenal player too. Great years with Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
He made Mercedes Lewis look like a Pro Bowl tight end. I mean, great quarterbacks make their receivers look great, better than what they really are.
That's a good point.
I can't say the same for Matthew Stafford. I mean, yeah, he puts up. Yeah, he had Megatron for a minute, but I can't name who else they had besides Megatron. Like Aaron Rodgers makes you remember his weapon.
Yeah,
and he done it without an elite running game. He won the Super Bowl without an elite running game.
Yep. Then we had Cheeseburger Eddie. He ate himself out of being one of the greatest running backs in history. But
who's that?
Roll mother and tide, bro.
Who did? Sorry,
Cheeseburger Eddie.
Oh, Eddie Lacy. Okay.
Yeah. That man was a beast, and then he started eating them damn cheeseburgers.
I don't like Eddie Lacy because he trucked Manti Te'o in the national championship game.
Boy, took him into the end zone.
Sent him to the shadow realm.
Yes.
You know how I feel about Manti Te'o, so I'm biased, so I'm not even going to comment on that one.
No, I got you. And I wouldn't expect anything else.
he's doing great as an analyst now. He's doing great.
Yeah, he's doing great as an analyst. Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a great career at Notre Dame. I ain't gonna front. I'm just pissed off that how it happened.
He played 8 years in the league. I didn't know he played. Anyway,
I thought it was like 4 or 5.
Couple of contracts, man. Yeah,
he hung around.
Yeah, Greg Jennings.
Yes,
thank you to Jay Grizz in the chat. Because he made all those guys look like Pro Bowl receivers. You can't take that away. He gave my 49ers the business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it didn't matter how much big the lead was when he came down to the fourth quarter. What was the game plan? Don't give the ball back to Aaron Rodgers under the last 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That always been the game plan because he's that guy that you do not want him having the ball last because 9 times 10 you're gonna be shedding tears at the end of the game.
Okay, so real quick, that is the perception. But in his career, if I'm correct here, if the numbers are right, Matt Stafford has 39 career fourth quarter comebacks. Aaron Rodgers has 24. Now that's also situational. So I'm not trying to say that makes Stafford better. I'm just saying the perception is that late game Rodgers is better, but you could.
Yeah, but we should look at how many late game opportunities it was because I would bet that Aaron Rodgers' percentage of wins in those scenarios is probably like 90+%. And for Matt Stafford, it's probably 50-50 because I remember vividly a lot of losses where Stafford got strip sacked or threw a pick to end the game, right? Mm-hmm. And Aaron Rodgers didn't really throw picks to end games.
He barely threw picks at all.
Yeah.
If you intercepted Aaron Rodgers, it was a momentous occasion, and you saved that. And them DBs always save that football because it rarely happens.
Yeah.
But no. I don't care if he do win a Super Bowl this year. No, you can't. You're not going to put him over Aaron Rodgers, and we know why Aaron Rodgers don't have more.
Mm-hmm.
That NFC that he was competition that he was going against was kind of like how the Western Conference was with Kobe. It was very intense. Like, and those a lot of those games that he lost, they could have won them. They could have won them. It was just. I ain't gonna go into details of that. But a lot
of those games ended in overtime where Aaron Rodgers never touched the football. Like the Seahawks, for example, he never touched the football. Like you get in overtime, he's like,
they changed the rules.
Yeah, like I can't touch it. That's been back when the first touchdown score was.
That's the best way to beat Aaron Rodgers to keep him on the sideline.
Keep him on the sideline.
Well, they changed the rules because of Josh Allen.
No, I think because of one of the reasons why. Because
Patrick Mahomes.
He lost a playoff game because he didn't touch the field.
Yeah, because the previous year Patrick Mahomes didn't touch it at the time.
Well, the main reason though, everybody was complaining after that incredible epic shootout between the Bills and the Chiefs, and then when it went into overtime and Josh Allen didn't get a shot, or Was that overtime? The 13 seconds?
No, that was the fourth quarter. That was the first pass was to Travis Kelce. Then the second one was to Tyreek Hill to win the game.
I'm thinking about something else though. But Josh Allen was the main reason that they changed it. All right, go back. But anyway.
But anyway, y'all, I'm about to head out, man. Like I said, great show. I agree with you with Magic Johnson being the greatest Laker of all time. I always say that. No shot to the great Kobe Bryant.
No, none at all. Respect due to the Mamba.
The difference between the reason, this is my reason why I put Magic over there.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers were not in a good place before Magic got there. Mm-hmm. But you can say the same thing about when Kobe and Shaq took it over. Lakers we went the whole 90s without
a championship,
without doing any championship. But you can say the Lakers were in a better place in 97 than they were in 78, 79 when Magic got there.
That's
no, bro. LeBron resurrected the Lakers.
He re-energized the Lakers, and they won the chip his rookie year.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach. LeBron resurrected the Lakers. Chill out, bro.
Bro,
why you gonna piss Coach off when he's trying to go?
Go somewhere with that bull.
Coach out here trying to go mentor the youth, and you going to stop.
First year, how many games? His first year, how many games did we win?
7.
Coach
37.
Coach T.
7.
He's trying to mess with you, man. Don't fall for it.
AD came in and then we won the chip, and then what happened after that?
Uh-oh.
Look what you
gave him the ball, and then what happened?
LeBron saved the Lakers. Genie Bus owes him the world, bro.
Stop it. I'm gonna get off because he's trying to get me. He's throwing rage bait at me.
It's all love, Coach. It's all love. Just messing with you, man.
He's throwing rage bait. You're gonna get YD to come in here, man, and chew your ass out.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you don't want that. All right, Coach T, man. I appreciate the call, brother. Thank you.
Later, Coach. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna watch the last topic on my way to the gym.
No doubt, man. Good luck in your game, bro.
Final point for Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers, because they're like, okay, the Detroit had bad defenses and all that.
Mm-hmm.
The Packers had the 32nd ranked total defense and passing defense.
How many times?
2011.
That's the year after they won?
The year after they won.
Mm-hmm.
They were 15-1 that season. 15-1 with the 32 ranked defense.
Who does that? Who does that?
Come on, man.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Who can carry a team like that?
Carry a team. There was multiple years in Green Bay, in his prime, the defense was ranked
30th.
Let me see. 32, 25, 22nd, 22nd, 25th, 20th. Like, come on, man.
And how many times were they playoff teams in those years?
Every time.
Yeah. So
every time with the exception of one. And that's because Aaron Rodgers was hurt that year. Hundley was our leading passer that year. One.
I wonder if Cowherd would watch it when I cut this, if I try to send this to him or tweet it to him. No, seriously. You wonder. I mean, obviously these guys are busy, but you wonder, if they ever, because I'm sure they get inundated with these type of things. If they ever say, oh, this looks interesting, and they actually watch it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. Aaron Rodgers had to carry his team before and was successful. So the excuses for Matt Stafford goes where again?
Yeah.
Wait, the defense was good. I mean, bad. Okay, so was Aaron's. And somehow he still got him to the playoffs, still made winning seasons, still played winning football.
Mm-hmm. Rob Parker calls him Stat Padford. I love that.
Stat Padford. Now, man, Matthew Stafford is a great quarterback. But him
most
and
of the venom,
Rodgers,
most of the venom for Matt Stafford is going to be from irrational fans who think he's better than he is.
Yeah,
that's
most of his stardom is going to become from when he was in a Rams uniform,
which is cool. It's phase 2 of his career. It's cool.
Yeah, it happens.